Whoa, what is this? Zanchh, where is the auction house videos? Well, guess who's back, baby?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another auction house guide. I know it's been quite a while since I did one of these. I've been very busy this past couple of weeks now. You don't want to hear about my crap, do you? So on with today's news. We've got a Pontiac Firebird to detail because it's had a very, very slow appreciation. The Shelby 1000 is also going back up towards the moon. The Hennessy Velociraptor and its 7 million credit fluctuation price tag. So without further ado, soldiers, you know the drill. Stop. Like the video, otherwise I will steal that man's wall. Would you like Zanchh to rob that wall and destroy this community? The choice is yours. Anyway, soldiers, drop a gear, disappear, and I'll see you in there. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And at number 1 on today's list, it's time to give an update on the brand new 1968 Pontiac Firebird. Now, this thing is having a very, very slow appreciation. As of today, this thing's currently sitting at 921,000 credits. Now, it's been out for almost nearly a week, and it's only risen 400,000 credits. Now, what does this mean? Will it be a 20 million credit car? Well, let's break it down. As you can see here, this is my graph going forward for the next 7 days on this car. Day 1 today, 921,000. Tomorrow, it should raise to 1.4 million. Day 3, 2.2. Day 4, 2.8. Now, the most important day on this list is day 5. Day 5, we should finally start to see the rocket take off. Day 5, my prediction is 3.5 million credits, and there on out, it should look like this. Day 6, 4.6. Day 7, 5.5 million credits. Now, the biggest arrow at the bottom is this one. Invest at 2 to 4 million credits to be in that perfect green zone when this thing will reach 15 to 20 million credits in the next following 4 to 6 weeks, because it's on a very, very slow appreciation curve. Invest now. It doesn't matter how much you pay for this car, whether it's 921,000 today, 3.5 mil on day 5, or stretching it a little bit on day 7 at 5.5 million. Invest at all of these figures because you're still in a perfect green band for making money. When this thing raises to 20 million credits, or to 19, or to 15, because this thing will get to 12 million credits and hold for a while, and then it will take off to 15 million credits, just like every other added muscle car has done. So my advice to you would be, hold. Do not sell this car. Just because it hasn't appreciated doesn't mean it's not going to. It will. It's just on a very, very slow burn. Some cars happen. Some cars appreciate really fast. Some cars appreciate very slow. But they all end up reaching 15 to 20 million credits in the next following weeks. So to take a look at the graph again, reap what I'm telling you right now. Do not sell. Hold. Because this thing will go to the moon in the next following weeks. At number 1, the Pontiac Firebird and its slow appreciation. Okay, bringing us number 2 on today's list, we're seeing some very, very strange fluctuation in the Hennessy Velociraptor 6x6. Now, as you can see here, on the 28th of January 2021, this thing was sitting at 3.384 million. And as of today, we've risen to 5.9 million credits. But this is not where it's weird. Every 24 hours, this thing seems to be fluctuating. What I mean by this is this. Today it's 5.9. At midnight tonight, it'll raise to 7. Then 24 hours later, back down to 5. What do we call this? We call this a seesaw mechanic in the business. It doesn't know where it's going to land. It's either going to sit at 5.9 and hold, or it's going to raise to 7.2 million credits. Now, my advice to you would be this. I would hold until tonight and see if this thing raises to 7.1 million credits where it was yesterday. It should do. Today it's at 5.9. If you sell today, fair play to you. You're earning 2 million credits off the rip. But my advice to all of you watching would be hold until tonight and sell it when it should seesaw back up to 7 million credits. But the choice is yours. You can either sell right now for a 2 million credit profit or hold. It's simply up to you. But my advice to you would be I would hold and wait and see if it raises to 7 million credits, because it was yesterday and today it's driven back down to 5.9. It's just seesawing, it's just a fluctuation pattern, nothing to worry about. At number 2, the Hennessy Velociraptor is a weird one. Moving on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good news for the Porsche 356 RSR. Now, let's break it down together. As you can see here, last week I detailed this car. I did an emergency auction house update because this happened. It got absolutely nuclear bombed on the auction house because it raised past 10 million credits and everybody and their mother decided to sell because people are impatient and cannot hold a car until it reaches its final buyout price. Now, one or two things were going to happen. This was my graph 2. If the predicted flood has effect on the appreciation, I predicted it would tank and it would go down to roughly 8.2 million credits. Now, I also made this graph, ladies and gentlemen. Graph 1. If the predicted flood does nothing to the appreciation. Back then, we were on day 3. The price was at 11 million credits, and I expected a flood, and it became absolutely flooded. Day 4, I predicted that this thing would not have an effect on its appreciation, raised to 16.2 million credits, and then day 5, 20 million credits, and it had no effect on the appreciation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am excited to announce that this thing had no effect on its appreciation. As of today, you can sell this thing for 19.082 million, all the way down to 15.265, fluctuating 19.082 million. My advice to you would be sell today to avoid the depreciation. Get it sold today for 19 million credits. But I'm glad to report that the flood had no effect on its appreciation. At number 3, the RSR has reached its final buyout price of 19 million credits. Okay, bringing us number 4 on today's list, the Shelby 1000 is finally starting to recover after Forza Horizon 4 decided to do this to it. They brought it back in the Forzathon shop that absolutely nuked the final price, as you can see here, on the 12th of April 2021, down to 6.411 million. Now, this was in my investment guide, and I specifically said, with closed captions on, in just 5 days' time, this thing's already tanked down to 6.411 million and is a perfect investment opportunity. Now, for those that know me, know I predict these things correctly. As of today, we're currently sitting at 8.014 million, ladies and gentlemen. My advice to you would be, that's a 2 million credit appreciation, by the way. My advice to you would be, hold. Do not sell yet. Hold, hold, hold. This thing should raise back up to 10 to 12 to, fingers crossed, 15 million credits in the next following weeks. It's up to you. You can either sell it today for a quick cool 8.14 million if you're looking for money and you're struggling and you had one of these and you just want to get it gone. Fair enough, fair play to you. But personally, I'm holding for the long run. You can either join me or sell. The choice is completely yours. At number 4, the Shelby 1000 has had a 2 million credit appreciation since the 12th of April. Now at number 5 on today's list, ladies and gentlemen, I bring good news surrounding the Rimac Concept 2. Now, as you can see here, last week I made an emergency auction house update. Why? Because of this tweet from Forza Horizon 4. They alluded to the car coming in on the Thursday in the Forzathon shop. They were bringing back the Rimac Concept 2, and because of that, this happened, as you can see here, on the 25th of April 2021. Everybody and their mother sold it, so it drove down the original price down to 3.385 million. Now, back then, I said this is now 3.385 million credits, but this is a perfect investment opportunity. And for those of you that listened and took my advice, which I hope you did, as of today, we have doubled our investments as of today, sitting at 6.585 million. Now, the Rimac Concept 2, will it stay at this price or will it tank? I believe it will go back up to where it was at 8.2 million credits, so I would hold until then and then sell at that price at 8.285 million. But the choice is yours. If you've got a few in your garage when I told you to go snipe them and you want looking for a quick cool 6 million credits, then by all means get all of yours sold today for 6.585 million. Now, if you're like me and you're going to hold until they reach 8 million credits, then brother, salutes. We're in for the long run. But at number 5, the Rimac Concept 2 has doubled in profit. Moving on. Now, at number 6 on today's list is this one, the G63 AMG 6x6. This thing's now at 10.343 million, up from 8.199 million. Is it going to increase in appreciation? Maybe. 50-50. These things don't really hold the market value very well. They do tend to dip, but they do stabilise for quite a long period of time. My advice to you would be, if you've got a few in your garage, get them sold. Why not? It's an easy, quick 10 million credits. At number 6, the 6x6 is at 10 mil. Moving on. Now, at number 7, we've seen a 2 million credit appreciation in the Cadillac Escalade ESV. Now, as you can see here, on the 28th of January 2021, this thing was sitting at 5.002 million, and as of today, a 2 million credit bonus up to 7.816 million, just shy of 8 million credits, touching 10 million credits. Now, got a few in your garage, again, get them sold, but personally, I'm going to hold and see if it continues to climb. I don't expect great things on this car. In the previous past, the highest it's ever risen to is roughly 10.8 million credits, and I want to see if it raises back up to just over 10. So personally, I'm going to hold, but the choice is yours. As of today, a 2 million credit in a bonus, I'll take it. But at number 7, the Escalade ESV is booming. Moving on. Okay, bringing us number 8 on today's list is this one, the Hoonigan Ford RS200 Evolution. Now, this thing, as you can see here, is made available this week in the Forzathon shop for, guess how much? Nearly 1,000 Forzathon points. Now, this thing was once 20 million credits, and as of today, as you can see here, half of that appreciation value has been cut off because it's been made available to obtain, and it's currently sitting at 10.240 million. Now, would I invest in this price? No, I would not. Leave it until tomorrow, Thursday, a brand new season change, and see if we can get this price down to 8 million credits. Then I would scoop up as many as I can and hold and see when they raise back up to 15 to 20 million credits after this season is concluded. But if you've got one in your garage today, you can sell it for 10.240, but my advice to you would be, I wouldn't sell it at this price. I would hold, wait a couple of weeks, wait until it appreciates back up to 20 million credits, then boom, get it sold. But at number 8, just an update on the RS200. Its appreciation price has been halved down to 10 million credits. Now, to wrap up today's video, a brand new week, so that means what to do with your Horizon backstage passes and what cars should you buy and flip. So, without further ado, no edits, no retakes, all in one. So, let's go for it. Okay, this week, as we all know, we've got the Chevy Impala 1996 or the Plymouth Fury. We're going to vote for the Plymouth Fury. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. A little bit of market manipulation, that's why. We want to keep the Impala's price high. That is why, my friends. So vote the Fury and keep the price of the Impala skyrocket. It's currently at 4 million credits, and we don't want to see it depreciate. Now, next up, bigger news. If you've got a pass, what car should you buy and flip? Now, the Pista. We are all waiting for the Pista to finally appreciate. It's still at 2.199 million. It should be a 20 million credit car. Forza Horizon 4 devs, if you ever watch this, what are you doing? This thing is one of the rarest cars in the game. Please appreciate it. Anyway, next up, Jibble, not worth anything, 404,000. Again, a car that should be 15 million credits and has never appreciated in its life. Next up, Apollo IE, 8 mil, 6 mil for this thing. Not worth it. ZR2's currently at 8.1 million credits, depreciated down from 12. M3 GTR, a very risky investment. 14 million credits down to 11, down to 8, back up to 11. It's seesawing. 1994 Prelude SI, as of today, right now, today, 12 million credits. Probably the best advice I'd give you is to buy that and flip it. But let's just continue. Hot Wheels, again, you know I don't like them. Very volatile investment. DS3 risen from 3 million to 5 million today, so most definitely, pardon me, a 1-2 watch. Mugen, not worth anything right now. GT3 RS got absolutely depreciated again, not worth it. RTRs all in the same price range, roughly 8 million credits for all of them, roughly. X-Class, too volatile, 11 down to 6, back up to 11. Z4 Roadster, again this week, as of today, non-mover, 1.9 million credits. Appreciate this Forza, it deserves some love. Hot Wheels, I don't like the Hot Wheels investments. Hornet, apparently that's worth 8 million credits, so good luck. Twin Turbo, not sure on the price. Somebody, could you update me on that? Should be 12 million credits, I believe. But as of today, Civic Type R, 8 mil, don't do the Hot Wheels. 1917-1914/6, 8 million today. And again, 599, roughly 10. Hoonigan Ford Mustang, 3, I think. Not worth it. Anyway, today, as of today, what would I tell you to go and buy and flip? This. The 1994 Prelude SI. If you've got a pass, buy this and sell it today. It's at 12 mil. Easy 12 mil, baby. But anyway, that wraps up today's video. I am back now, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, you know the drill. Like and comment on the video, because without your likes and comments, I cannot buy a Lamborghini Aventador. So, what are we doing here? I want a Lamborghini, and, well, I need your likes and comments. Think about the Instagram pictures, boys and girls. They'll look phenomenal. Imagine me, Zanchh. Anyway, I'm going down a tangent. Like the video, I want an Aventador. Peace and love, baby. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.